He's going down May 9th, and he's going to rise on May 11th. And a series of things all hit all at once about why or how this is. I'll do a video with all the visuals later, tie it all together. But Marty knocked down the Twin Pines on 11/5. The opposite of that, or the rising back up, would be 5/11. Think about the dates: going down on the 9th, rising on the 11th. It's 9/11. But this is what did it. Spectre and No Time to Die are married to each other, as I'm watching on Her Majesty's Secret Service for about the 10th or 15th time. He had a love interest. His love interest came in Spectre. Her name, let's film Spectre. Her name is Léa Seydoux. Seydoux. I cannot speak French. And she was in the movie, just those final two movies. So you put those two movies together, because Skyfall is all by itself. He's got the right eye wound, and he said and he came back from the dead. So Spectre and No Time to Die start. I know that Daniel Craig is a 5-movie series, and they all relate to the first one of Casino Royale, about his love interest in that movie's death. In real life, she's actually born July 6th, my birthday. And her name's Eva, or Ava Green, standing for Eve. Remember, the Antichrist is the Black Adam, per the movie Black Adam, because Jesus was like, there's the Bible verse that speaks to Jesus being the other Adam, the only two made directly from God. So here's this Léa Seydoux, or however you pronounce her name. And I wanted to look at the combined amount of time. Now, I've got both movies in 4K. 4K is a little bit of an upgrade of Blu-ray. The length of both movies combined is 5:11:32. Spectre was, and we gotta remember the 1:30 also. I may want to write this down. The 1:30. It's May 9th. It's the 130th day of the year. I had a paper airplane fly into my right eye when I was a behavior interventionist. I had the door open because I only had one student in the room. We were closing out. It was the very end, right before the winter break. And I had to watch this student full time. And just killed like the last 30 minutes. I let him fly paper airplanes, and we were going to see which one fly the farthest. And I think I beat him. I can't remember. But I went back to my laptop, and he kept flying, and literally an airplane flew into my right eye. And this is on 12/17/2021. 130 days later, I documented at one of my channels, my main channel that I don't share on my social media. I know I shared it there, where I opened a gate and busted my skin open right over my right eye. And I was like, I got a right eye wound, y'all. That was 130 days later. It was on April 26th. Now, May 9th is the 130th day of the year. So that's the combination of both my right eye wounds, right? Or the symbology of the right eye wound. Let's go back now. The length of Spectre and No Time to Die combined. Okay. It's 5 hours, 11 minutes, 32 seconds. That's 5:11. No Time to Die. So I'm rising. Spectre was 2 hours. What was it again? It was 2 hours, 28 minutes, and 8 seconds. It was 22. It was 2 hours, 28 minutes, and 8 seconds. I'm going to verify that because when I go up that many days, it landed on 1216, which is a fusion of 121 Antichrist and Sybil Gematria, and 216, which is 6 times 6 times 6. Let me just make sure. 2, 2, 808. December 16th. Okay, that was the length of it. The length of No Time to Die is 2 hours, 43 minutes, 24 seconds. When you add the 24 and the 08, it's going to be a total of 32 seconds. Now, the 43 minutes added to the what is it? 22, 2 hours, 28 minutes. The 28 minutes plus the 43 minutes, that's going to carry the one, right? That's going to be over an hour. So both movies, 2 hours, 2 hours. Now it's 5 hours. So then what you have to do is you say 28 plus 43 minus 60. There's the 11 minutes. So it's 5 hours, 11 minutes, 32 seconds. It's 5 hours, 11 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put a decimal so we don't have a comma. 5 hours, 11 minutes, 32 seconds. Look at the fusion. 5:11 is day 132. Do you see what they did there? That's the length of both movies. 5:11, 5 hours, 11 minutes, 32 seconds. It's a fusion of 5:11 or May 11th with the 132nd day of the year, which on a leap year is May 11th. We know after that it's 31 plus 29 plus 31 plus 30 plus 11. It's 132. It's a perfect fusion. 9/11, down on 9, up on 11. Goes down on the 130th day of the year. There were 130 days between both my right eye wounds. Well, 12/17/2021, 4/26/2022. He's going down. And I'll tell you what, my mom died May 6th. My dad was pronounced dead May 7th. Earl Wright died May 8th. A year later, a tornado hit our school. He's going down May 9th. It won't really be him. It'll be a fake staged event. The book of Revelation is going to be opened on May 11th. I was at my mom's memorial on May 11th, 14 years previous. You know, that biblical 14, the three sets of 14 of all the generations leading to Jesus. I think Matthew opens with that. It's 42 generations. We were at my mom's memorial, and standing at the door, I looked at one person I know was standing there. So I remember looking into her eyes, very special person. And I said, that's where I grew up, right over there in that parking lot. And the house was 404 Lime Street. And you can look at the grid because all the streets in back of it, and then back, you know, one street in back of it, two streets in back of Lime Street. You see the 404s. All the streets have the same addresses. 404 is the amount of verses in the book of Revelation. And it was on that day, May 11th, that I looked out and pointed to the 404. He's going down May 9th. And his spiritual rising, being possessed by Antichrist, is May 11th. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, love you.